Hi. Welcome. The boys are a little late today. Are you guys coming?
Working it.
Okay. Introducing the president of Campfire Concepts, Jarrod Scheunemann.
Thanks. Thanks for inviting me to the
Hi.
treehouse today,
You're
Jessie.
welcome. And our amazing summer intern. Still rolling.
Oh.
Oh.
Stuck on the branch.
There we go.
Mitchell Franzen.
How's it going, Mitchell?
Wow.
It's going well. It's nice to be in the treehouse again.
Yeah, it's good. Nice. Thanks, guys. So there's been so many places that all three of us have gone. We haven't all gone on same trips, but then we've gone on some joint trips and doing some work, doing some play.
Yeah, we've been all over the state.
Yeah, it's been a really good week.
Yeah.
I mean, this weather helps.
Yes.
So the first place that I heard that someone went to this week for work stuff is to Rockford, Illinois. And word has it that Rockford, Illinois is the next alternative sports capital of the world. Is this true? Mitchell knows about
Awesome.
what kind of.
We've got an awesome new wake park going on.
Oh,
So,
water.
yes. It's called the West Rock Wake Park, and this place has got a large banded.
Actually, it'd be like this more, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Two hands if you're his skill level, and then
True.
So yeah, it has this
I wouldn't
very
even be able to
large
get on the
system, very large system to hold. It could hold up to 6 different wakeboarders around this large.
They're not on a
pond.
boat then.
No boats involved.
How big is
So-
this pond then?
And larger than
The retention ponds here
any
in
pond
Champaign?
I have. Yes.
Oh.
So
It's a park district pond.
it's a good sized park district pond with a very large powered system above it on lines that can pull 6 wakeboarders all at once, and a very efficient system for loading and for getting on. It's honestly one of the best places in the States to be. It's good. You could load and offload real
Awesome.
quick, and they honestly have the largest selection of good water jumps and ramps and rails there, and they say it's
So
really
like a skate park in the water.
like a skate park in the water,
Okay.
all powered by zero boats, but this awesome pulley system. So,
Pulley system. Okay. I'm still not totally getting the pulley system part, but I'm sure they probably have a website that we can put here.
Oh yeah,
And
certainly.
you
a
can
cool
be able
thing.
to see what it is. I heard that you visited. I'm really excited about this. UW Health Sports Factory in Rockford, Illinois. If you know, we are from Wisconsin. So UW, University of Wisconsin.
Yes, cheeseheads.
So I'm really excited to hear about this place.
Yeah, so the University of Wisconsin Health Sports Factory is it boasts half of it in its name. It's a factory. It's not just some facility, some place, some training grounds. But
Yeah, I like that name a lot.
It's
That's
got
really
it's got it all, and it like hard floor surface sport facility. So they
Okay.
have amenities for basketball, modular design for like volleyball. They could set up even pickleball. They've got a U.S. table tennis tournament. It's absolutely huge, where they pack the floor with these different table tennis.
sweet.
U.S., you mean like it draws national or international? Or?
I think it's a national
When is that?
representative. First week of June. Forgot
Okay,
the
so
exact
coming up.
date, but it's coming up. It's real soon, and they've got a big league table tennis thing going on there. So yeah,
Jared's been known to play table tennis in his
down there.
Love
So,
me some ping pong. Yep,
Awesome.
amazing.
they don't want to call it that.
They should have that more often in park districts, I think.
Mr. Scheunemann here. And Mitch, well, you got to go on like all the trips this week.
We did some trips.
Yeah, I
Did
was
some
at
good trips.
home.
Not true.
Guys!
Not true.
Oh my God.
You
Okay.
got your own places. To
I
talk
do
about.
have some
Yeah.
places I visited, but this other one I also did not go to. They went to Hoffman Estates, and I like Hoffman Estates because Mike Keys works there. I would
That's
just go.
a good reason.
I
to
would
like
just
Hoffman
go
Estates.
there to see him.
Yes.
But
and Colleen Palmer.
But why did you go there?
Katie Basil, yeah. Yeah, so we went there to do a customer service training for their day camp counselors and aquatic staff. Started off the presentation by like having it be this concert vibe where I wanted them to really cheer for me as
Very
I came in.
concert-like.
And they got into it, but after some prompting. The point is that everybody that comes into your facility or your community, it's like you got to be their fan in order to make them your friend and want to continue to do work with you.
Well, are you
So,
going to cheer for Jared?
I wanted them to cheer for me at the start, and they were kind of like, "Way to go! I'm glad to have
It's
you."
kind of sad clapping.
Yeah,
It was high schoolers, right?
Yeah.
pretty much.
Come on, high schoolers.
But they got into it. They got into it.
Oh,
So
they
I-
did. Oh, good. Okay.
So I asked them, I'm like, what
Up the
concerts
level.
are you going to this summer, and how would you cheer for those people? And the first person raised their hand, and they're like, I'm going to Little Pump, I know music. I know music pretty
knows
well.
I like to
Very
think
So
you
does
do.
Mitchell, and Mitchell knew who Little Pump was, but
Oh.
I didn't. But I didn't.
I didn't realize
I don't
Mitchell
really
knew.
know him though. I don't really like. I've heard.
You would.
but
You don't have the tickets.
I haven't. Yeah.
You don't have tickets to go to this show.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next
Alright.
person says Kendrick Lamar, which I know,
Okay.
Grammy award-winning hip hop artist. And then the next person said, "I'm going to Lil Pump." 2 out of 3, and I'm like,
Come on, let's get.
But who did someone say in the back? Just
Dave Matthews Band.
There you go. That's a
I've
normal
been to
summer
that show.
show
Seen that
lineup. They're-
I got a great tour from Colleen Palmer, the superintendent of rec at the Tripon Center. It's a big recreation center. They've got a
You
nice.
guys always say names that like sound like a different language.
It's named. It's like people's last names. Usually,
Oh, like
communities
Scheunemann.
will name.
Would be like, I need to go tour the Scheunemann facility.
Yeah.
I really loved it.
But I don't want to call it factory. The Scheunemann factory. I really like that.
That'd be awesome.
Only if it's like more than 80,000 square feet.
That's the only way I can call it factory.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
That would remind me too much of like Adam's Family. The Scheunemann Factory. My favorite thing about the Tripon Center, they just did a minor renovation to the facility.
Okay.
And as you walk in, they've got this real cozy area that they have set up now. It almost looks like you're walking into a home. This area pulls people into the 50 plus program that they've rebranded and started.
50 plus like age.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's interesting about that, as I'm getting into results from the DeKalb Park District.
Oh yeah, because
survey.
you've been entering those in.
Yeah.
This is Jarrod at night, guys. Till like midnight.
Right. Get the data.
Someone, yeah,
Yep.
data. Okay.
So, in the past surveys that I've done,
Yeah.
the population is growing older. The boomers are getting
Right.
to an older age.
That's just a
and
fact.
they're asking for more senior fitness and wellness type programs, senior programs in general.
Okay.
And this is the first survey that I've done where respondents over the age of 65, when they're telling about different things that they want,
Mm-hmm.
they're identifying themselves as adult. So they're saying they want
Instead of
adult
what?
fitness and adult programs
What else
instead
would
of
you say?
senior. Senior is an option they can choose as well, but they're identifying as adult now.
Yeah.
They don't want to be known as that. So
Okay.
Hoffman did a really great job of recognizing that and rebranding their program as 50 plus. And they've went through the
Oh.
process of thinking, well, should we call them active adults? What should we call this
Right.
group? So 50 plus really
that they could
captures
connect
the whole
with it.
group. Yeah.
Nice. I like
And
that.
they have all kinds of options. In the past, it was like older adults would get together and play cards and have coffee. That's still available.
There's
but
some more.
they've got pickleball and they've got travel and they've got different kinds of sports and activities that older adults can engage in and be healthy.
Fun.
And because they branded it 50 plus, I think they feel more welcome and interested. I mean, they have, I think they said close to 500 members from their
Wow.
community that come
And is this
use
one of the
this.
first communities that you feel like branded that age group's programming that way?
I think they're all starting to try to do that.
Okay. But this is the first one you've seen
That-
in action.
Yeah, it's doing very well.
Awesome. Last weekend, we went to separate places because we don't always hang out every day. But Mitchell and I saw some, like, things that kind of go together in signage when we are at places. So we decided to drive by Rend Lake in southern Illinois because I thought this is a really big lake. There's probably some restaurants on the shore, even though it was raining. I was hoping to get lunch on the shore. And I saw some signs that said resort, restaurant, and we followed them. And we got to the resort and it was closed.
Hashtag DNR problems.
Yeah. So they closed it back in December of 2016 because of, I wrote this down because it's been kind of like this research project I've had all week then, but they were delinquent on rent and taxes, plus the owners, not the INDNR.
Right. The DNR actually
DNR
owns the facility and
right.
the property, but they lease it.
Yeah, and then so they closed it on the people who were the runner, the vendor.
Yeah,
I
the
guess.
vendor.
The vendor.
Great,
Yeah.
Great term.
So, and there was mold. That DNR has cleaned up all the mold, but
Yeah,
there hasn't been
they're
a new.
almost done with the mitigation yet.
Right, but there hasn't been a new person to come in. But anyway, so my signs took me to a closed restaurant.
Which
And
is a shame because why?
Yes, I was hungry.
I don't
And
get
the lake is beautiful.
Yes.
It would attract people from Chicago, St. Louis, all
Yeah,
over.
I've been reading about it all week. It sounds like it was a booming
Yeah.
place to go on vacation.
I think it's the prettiest inland lake I've seen in Illinois. I
On
don't
your
know about
tours?
you, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It was beautiful.
We had, what kind of bird was it that was racing our truck across the
a
bridge?
great blue heron.
Yeah, we had a great blue heron that was racing our truck.
Yeah.
It was pretty
30
sweet.
miles an hour. That's how fast it was flying, just so you know.
Yeah, but my signs took me to a closed restaurant. It was at Moraine View State Park.
The signs leading to the left, so north up on the lake, looked more. It looked like it was more full. You know, it was
Okay.
like park offices. You know, park.
The
yeah,
place
there
you
was
wanna
all these
be in the park.
Yeah, the park office word really stood out. So it seemed like
Okay.
this is a place that should have a larger area, a park like visitor center, an office, like this
Okay.
type of stuff. It was like a shed or like maintenance area. Just kind of let along.
Not where you want to be.
Wasn't-
Right, again.
And so we end up parking our bikes up on the north side of the lake,
Okay.
with the car, and then we cycle all the way around. Later we discover that if we had just had done a small right at this turn, they had no branding for their restaurant and boat rentals.
And he found it.
And all this
I'm getting
fun
attacked
stuff.
by the seeds.
All these
Anyway,
seeds,
he
man.
found
So
an
yeah,
open restaurant,
we
you
go
guys.
there, and then there's this open restaurant that they really didn't brand too well, but if they had a sign that said restaurant, which there was none.
Like my
But
signs.
it said like restaurant and boat dock rental and all this stuff. Like you could get canoes, kayaks, two-person kayaks.
the place you wanted to be.
These places you wanted to be.
And
that
it was
had
open. So
nice-
as Mitchell and I were talking, it was said, you know, the signs, when your users come to your park, they can make the visit great, or they can make it like, oh,
Also say we need to qualify that a lot of the issues we're talking about with the DNR in particular would
Yeah.
be remedied if they had some more funding.
oh yes, no, totally.
So
It was just observations.
some of the things are management observations, obviously. Thinking through what things you need to be highlighting. Is a facility closed? Is a restaurant
And there was a
open for you
sign
to be
at
able
the
to
place
sell?
for me
Yeah.
not to get there that told me it was closed. It was
When
just
we got there, though,
when
right?
we got there.
Anywhere else?
Oh, I did.
Saw a fox.
I did see a fox. I did get to see another fox, everybody. I went to the Scoville Zoo in Decatur for a class field trip.
A Decatur Park District site.
Yes. For a,
62521, baby.
we got to talk about Wisconsin. You get to talk about Decatur. We're good. That's where Mitchell's from originally. So yeah, I got to go with our son on his end of year field trip, and it was really fun. And
is a great
I've
zoo.
been there multiple times, so
It's one of the best park
Yeah.
district zoos out there. I think.
yes, yeah. Yeah, and my observation while I was there is that they were under some construction, and I was just, it was fine what they were doing, but I was just thinking about how when facilities are under construction, how that can change someone's visit, and just to be conscious of that as the person who's creating that experience for people. But my
Good
son
point.
screamed when he saw the pelican, "Pelican, pelican, pelican!" So I don't think it changed his experience at all.
Yeah.
Would you do that for a pelican?
I don't see pelicans all the time. I would be
Excited.
enthralled with the sight of a pelican. Maybe not so much verbally. That's a pelican.
Yeah. So it was really, really cool.
Awesome.
A cool Scoville Zoo. I thought that was gonna rhyme better. It didn't.
Coolville,
There's just lots of
Coolville.
O's, and it didn't work out.
Scoville.
Cool Scoville Zoo.
And on that note,
Yeah, on that note, thanks guys.
have a great week.
Peace out from the treehouse.